And from some year to six morning, she shows us all the human take no stuff that you that's your mind, your sound. Into the beautiful now can't be sure miss me.
Tradition, steeped in nostalgia, and this old horseshoe on the banks of the Ojai, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Offense getting set for first down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Another incompletion on third down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. They're bringing heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll fire to his right. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for great position, but you want to make big plays in defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great.
Going for the big play. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked up.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. On the move at the 30. Nothing but green ahead. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And the extra point only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. The kickoff team out there getting set. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on his way on that sack.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Right down the middle. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer,
touchdown, Alabama! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
On the move from inside his 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to him. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
These guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. Getting some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. With the catch, it's Scott. Tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Ohio State.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets rid of it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, he comes up with a huge first down.
Looking to throw it again. Grabbed in the middle, it's Tate. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
Running back searching for a hole. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. A much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And they did tack on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. This offense has a second down play. The gun, the inside give. Smashes through. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? Alabama quickly back to the line. Right back to the well. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Haynes. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Wide out in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Crosses the 10. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time.
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
He'll throw one to his right. And it's picked off by the defender. He's out of bounds. Couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
To throw, it's Howard. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
The give to the single back. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the 1st down. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown tie! The AT unit on the field. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He gets a block. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. He'll start this drive firing. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Now looking to throw back to the middle. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Alabama offense. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era. And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Steps away. That's reeled in. It's Miller. Stumbled to the ground. Alabama pushing the tempo. On third and short, the power run here. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed, to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration to stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella, that superstar, woof, that would be a fun day.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Working the middle. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Bama! And the beatdown has ensued.
Number 20 in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. On the ground, it's Henderson. At the 35, he's loose. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football. They got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Touch pass on the run. Looking for room at the 30. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Defense in press coverage. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
As a defense, a lot of times you're coming in the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Throws to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quick release on the RPO. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Miller. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He's going to pass. Trying to get to it. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Alabama! And the route is on. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed. They're going downfield for the big play. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Florida Gators taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here for the offense. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Going for a big play right off the bat. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. How about that D coming up with a play like that? That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you're looking like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably... Guessing that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David. Wasting no time taking a shot. Ball lofted up for grabs and is picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. Already in this game, he's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The offense lining up for a first down play. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Coming after it. Now he's going to break the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
And here comes the offense on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Rolls it in. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Alabama quickly back to the line. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this.
Snags it on the right. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown Tide. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
It's complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception. back to throw. It's Lagway. Fires one high and deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. The Gators moving quickly to the line. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Got it! That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on 3rd down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point is good. Just cut into this deficit, and now they're trying to get the ball back early with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. 1st quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
1st down here for the offense. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Now they'll try the right side. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass, it's Milrow. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Pulls it in. It's Miller. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. They'll leave it with him. Alabama will get the 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He's looking to throw. He got it. They will score. Touchdown, Bama. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. To the air, it's Lagway. Lost one deep down the right side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. And the Gators want to move quickly. On second down, wants to throw. And it's picked off for the third time today. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, defenses play zone. All eyes on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! What a catch and run for 6.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Lofts one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Moving out of the pocket. The freshman able to get home with the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Looking to pass on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing.
Running toward the tape. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Alabama pushing the tempo. Quarterback will audible. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires left. Got his man. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move gives him the first down yardage? The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just enough time for one final play in this half. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And the offense will stay out there with a mere 3 ticks remaining here in the first half. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Buys a little extra time. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. You build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Wide receiver shows motion. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Fires to the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Looking downfield, it's Milrow. Pulls it in inside the 10. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the
the ball with chunk plays. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Quarterback keeps it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. And moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown time! And the stomping has commenced.
Kill one of you niggas if you push me. Hottest in the game, and all you niggas gotta face it. I'm Tupac Shakur reincarnated. I'm far from a Harvard student. I just had the balls to do it. Then my niggas used to do it. Me and my niggas used to fuck the same hoes, rock the same clothes. Now I got them on stage with me when I'm at shows. Everybody say, man, I ain't seen so many foes. These niggas right here came through here and they smell like dope. We smoking on that loud shit. I say that loud shit. So many white people, they tell us our wrong shit turns out right. Cause now I'm in the limelight and I shine right.
Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. On first down, here comes this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air, it's Ewers. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit, they were able to swat that one away.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. And it's picked off.
All right, good news. The game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got it. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Texas offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Quick pass on the jet motion. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They want to just keep throwing it. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Looking for more room. At the 20. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. 2nd interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Milroe. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Touchdown, Alabama! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
You know the double up black?
Shut hold it down for a nigga, you know that I fuck with that. Shut around in the new I got the bag, ain't showing my hand. I say you hold it, bro, in the lane. I got the extra money lifting up, and I got to pay the money running up. And once I can shoot, I mean, I'm double deck flooded up. And just spend me a day with a lot of shit. Cut out the money, I find it, she like it. You know my criteria resemble a devil. You know I split on.
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to scramble. Oh, he's going to go up top. Got him downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And how about that start for the offense in this game? You could not ask for a better play. They come out firing, going down the field. They get a huge completion. What a way to begin this football contest.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
Now on first down from the 40. Dropping back, it's Sanders. He's moving out of the pocket. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Really nice job by the defense. Understand, that QB starts to roll out to his right. I got to continue to play the deep pass down the field. I can't just run up and try to go tackle him. Nice coverage down the field, which led to the incompletion.
Got it behind the line. It's Hunter.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
That's a first down for the offense.
The Buffaloes will snap it on first and 10. got his man quickly. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Got his man on the outside. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Buffaloes are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bucs.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Looking to pass. It's Sanders. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To the back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys. And there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw. It's Milrose. Looking to buy time. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left. Oh, the quick spin move. Can anyone catch him? And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now through this defense moving forward.
The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And they thought about it Returned and thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down to start the drive after the break. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. This guy can throw it. Going for the big play. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Takes it the other way. At the 30. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to get...
Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another team from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. To throw, it's Milrow. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
For the first play of the game, the defense comes up with a turnover. Good job of mixing up their coverages, showing one look, going to another. I think they confused the quarterback. He puts it right into coverage, and they're able to capitalize.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. He'll ride the back again here. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back. And
nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. So that's a safety for the defense.
Well, you just got to have more awareness here as a ball carrier. What in the world are you doing? You're on your side of the 50. You're running backwards like that. Eventually, the defense sees this. They can't believe their eyes. They're rallying to the football, and they come up with a safety.
This one will be fair caught. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short from the first down marker.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Looking to pass. It's Ayamaleva. Here comes a deep shot. An outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. And the Volunteers will send the punt team onto the field. Oh, it landed at the 8-yard line, but a lucky bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back. Last time out there, they surrendered a safety. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Alabama comes up the line quickly. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this
first half. That's the second sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. Alabama getting set for their 1st and 10 coming up.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good, positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw. It's Milroe. Looking to scramble. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. A 4th down completion to the running back. And the coach has made the call, needing to extend this drive. The offense is out there to go for it. Trying for a 4th down completion. Quarterback looking to scramble. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He's got a receiver wide open here. Touchdown, Alabama. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
With the extra point, they trail now 9-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for a deep completion. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. Touchdown, Volunteers. Just ran away from the defense.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Escapes the pocket. Gets some space and on the 30. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. First down here for this offense. shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. They tackle him, but the game moves the ball to the 36. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Back to pass. It's Milroe. Close to the tight end. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there, and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
QB decides to keep it here. Gets the first and still running. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on 1st down now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Haynes. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's Miller.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. The clock is still running. Not to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Miller. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they'll set up with a PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? To throw, it's Ayamaleva. Quick throw, testing the middle. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. The Volunteers bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. He hands it off from the gun. Moves the ball up to the 30. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Lets it go quickly. Here's a wide-open receiver complete. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Bama.
Chris, how about that? A quick slant that goes for this many yards and a touchdown. That's what's so dangerous about this quarterback and wide receiver. Quarterback puts the ball right on the money, and by doing so, look at the receiver. Catches it in stride and has all that room to run after the catch for that touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Puts him up 5. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. On the ground, it's Sampson. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. One play moves the ball to the 41. It'll be first down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He'll take a deep shot. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They get the second half started with the running play. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
The loss sets up a second and long from the 20. To the air, it's Ayamaleva. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
The Vols will bring their punt team on the field now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Good protection there. Now finally throws it to the right. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's moving out of the pocket. And now another deep ball here. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
Chris, I love this attitude here. Very first drive in the national championship in the second half. See a one-on-one matchup, trust your quarterback and receiver, and take shots downfield.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
What an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage. Not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They'll try a pass here. Finds his man. It's Williams. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense threatening here. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And they pick up the first on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Back to throw. It's Milroe. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Finding space at the 20. And the game will pick up the 1st down, tackled at the 22. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. On 1st down, they'll keep the running game churning. They'll tackle him at the 27. No huddle here for the offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. On the run here, lets it go. Caught over the middle. It's Sampson. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Goes out of bounds, but a huge pickup on the play to wrap. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Looking downfield. It's Ayamaleva. Trying to extend the play. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Trying to run, it's Sampson. The junior able to bring him down quickly. A crucial play in this game. It's 3rd down and 2. Try and muscle for the 1st down. brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. The Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. He's escaping the pocket now. Gets rid of it on the move. Looking right, this one caught. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. He'll hand it off. They finally corral him at the 1. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Touchdown, Vols. They jump in front here in the 4th.
Nice job here with the game on the line. This offensive line gets a nice push, and the back gets it into the end zone to give them a lead. Now, you look at this, less than 2 minutes to go in the national title. You're up by 1. Obviously, you go for 2 here to give yourself a 3-point lead.
Now, the offense will go for a 2-point conversion. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He'll run it into the end zone. The 2-point conversion pushes the lead up to a field goal here in the 4th quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's a good coverage there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points, and they bounce back here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Dropping back, it's Milrow. Quick throw to the left side. He pulls in the catch.
Hey, you get late in a game like this, of course you're going to dial up your best receiver. I love his route running and his speed to be able to get separation from the defender. They better find an answer for this receiver, otherwise they're going to go back to him again.
And he's got his man open downfield. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. They're playing hurry up, but they're already in range for a game-time field goal. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Catch made on the out route. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. And the offense will take a timeout with exactly 24 seconds remaining. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Pulls it in. It's Miller. Breaks clear. Touchdown. Tide. They go in front in the final minute of play.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync, like trying to blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He makes the grab. And the play is good enough for a first down. They move the ball to a 44. And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining. We've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. Dropping back, it's Ayamaleva. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they got called. The QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. The tackle is made, and now it's official. We have our national champions. For the last team standing in the top of the mountain, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Curb Street, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Damn, do it. That's how you damn do it.